So I just wanted to make a quick video on what's going on with me this week. May 17th, which was Monday, I had, as you can see, quite a bit of shoulder surgery. I had my labrum repaired, my subscapularis re-anchored. I had a biceps tenodesis, which is the long head of the biceps. I had reattached. They cut about 2.5 inches of the original tendon out, and since I tore mine last June boxing, and it had tore up here by the transverse ligament, and it recoiled down in here and was kind of wadded up. So they had to go in here and basically tease it out and stretch it repeatedly. And they cut about 2.5 inches off and then put 2 anchors in it, anchored it to my humerus. They also ground out a bone spur in the end of my humerus in the shoulder joint. And I'm trying to think what else they repaired. Debridement, cleanup, scar tissue cleanup, all the usual stuff. But you can see where they went in here, here, back here, and here. And basically another reason I made this video, number one, just to kind of let all my friends know I'm okay. The first 24 hours after surgery, I had my phone off. I knew the pain was going to be ridiculous. Everyone told me it was insane. I didn't believe it. I thought, well, I'm tougher than that. Everybody's probably just blowing it out of proportion. The pain was like an 11 on a 10 scale. And the nerve block helped for a while, maybe 4 to 6 hours after the surgery. And then I was in insane amounts of pain. I took a couple pain pills. As the nerve block wore off, I actually worked out that night with my good arm, my sort of good arm, and rode the exercise bike the night of surgery, which was Monday night. And then after I showered and laid down, the pain crept up to insane levels. So yeah, just letting everyone know, for those of you that checked on me, thank you. I appreciate all of the the positive messages, text messages and things, co-workers, friends. For those of you that didn't check on me, suck a dick. But no, really, some of you can suck a dick. But anyway, not the purpose of my video. I went to Rocky Mountain Orthopedic and also a couple other doctors here in town. I'm not going to name names because I know some people love certain doctors in this area and different orthopedic guys, and that's fine. But basically my point of this video is I had to get a fifth opinion. You know how they say go to a doctor, get a second opinion, maybe get a third opinion. I got a fifth opinion, and the fifth one was the right one for me. It was at Stedman Clinic in Aspen. I went to see Dr. Rusparsky in Aspen at the Stedman Clinic. They're based out of Vail, but they have a branch in Aspen. And luckily I went to him because when I first tore this biceps tendon, along with all the other issues that I've had from years in martial arts, college basketball, wrestling, etc., basically I was told by all of the orthopedics that I saw here in Grand Junction that I should just live with it, that I'm not a competitive athlete anymore, if I have no intention of competing and I'm over 35. So basically live with it, just live with it. Rehab it to the best of your ability. You're still pretty strong, you'll be fine. All that bullshit, it's all bullshit. Over the years, I've dealt with different orthopedic people in this valley. I have yet to run across one that I've actually liked, that I've thought has done me right and given me sound golden advice. every doctor's different. Don't take the first one you go to, don't take it as gospel. It's not. Go see a second one. If you don't like what you hear, go see a third one. If you don't like that, go see a fourth one. Like I said, I went to 5, and 10.5 months of living with this injury was real shitty. I knew that there had to be another option. There definitely are ways to fix it. The rehab is very, very long, 4 to 6 months to even achieve light lifting again. They say that it doesn't really harden off and reach full strength for like a year, possibly even more than a year. So that's kind of what I'm looking at now. I'm gonna be in this thing here for probably 6 weeks, I would say. That's what they're saying right now. That could change. Just depends on how I heal, how fast I heal. I'm usually a pretty quick healer, even as I get older. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video, let everyone know what was going on. I'll be out of work all summer. Won't be able to bartend. Won't be able to do much of anything outside of lower body cardio and things of that nature. I'm also getting wrist surgery on this wrist, where you can see that bump in my wrist. I'm getting my ECU subsheath reconstructed, which is a ligament that it's basically another transverse ligament similar to the one that covers the proximal tendon that I snapped here. This one is in the wrist. It goes over the end of the ulna, and it keeps your extensor carpi ulna tendon or whatever, your extensor tendon in this part of your hand. It keeps it in the end of the ulna it sits between like a knuckle. Anyway, I blew that ligament out in December, and it needs to be fixed, and I'm getting that done also at Stedman Clinic in Aspen, because I'm having Dr. Sakar do that one. Tired of junction doctors, tired of the bullshit here. I just don't trust them now. I've gotten real shoddy advice on this shoulder, this bicep, other injuries that I've had, a back injury I had years ago, in which I also went to Rocky Mountain Orthopedic for. Basically, sometimes you got to keep looking, you got to keep searching. I talked to a couple guys here in town that had their biceps fixed. Same injury I've got. One guy I know, an old coworker and a good friend, his son had his fixed at Stedman Clinic after multiple junction doctors told him to just live with it. And he was only 16. So yeah, some of the advice you get locally, or anywhere for that matter, may not be sound, may not be the direction you need to move in. And I highly suggest you go elsewhere. Don't take it as, you know, set in stone that that's the be-all, end-all for your particular injury. Doctors are like mechanics. There's good ones, there's bad ones, there's the right one for you, and you've got other guys on the side that do custom work that not all mechanics are good at. Some are welders, some are not. Same with surgeons. Not all surgeons are the same. Not all of them use the same technique. Not all of them give the same advice. And some of them just flat out don't want to do the surgery on you because it's a tougher surgery, or it's something that they don't really excel at. They haven't done that many. One of the doctors here in Junction, for example, told me that this technique to reattach the biceps, number one, he told me I waited too long. If it's more than 2 weeks, definitely if it's more than a month after the injury, you just can't attach it. You can't reattach it because it's not going to heal right. It's not going to work right. It's going to have all sorts of complications, etc., etc. So he just steered me completely away from that. Another doctor that I saw, one of the 4 that I saw here, tells me that, you know, he can reattach it, but that he's only done 6 in his whole career. 6 tenodesis, which is this reattachment surgery for the biceps, for the proximal tendon anyway. He said he's done 6 and only 1 patient was happy with the results. 1 out of 6. So he's like, I can reattach it for you, but you know, here you go. Here's the outcomes that we've had. No, that's obviously I'm not going to go with that surgeon. Yes, he can do the procedure, but that's not very good odds. 1 out of 6, not very good odds. So 10.5 months or whatever it was after the initial injury, I just couldn't live with how fucked up my shoulder was, how fucked up my bicep was. Losing strength to even like everything from turning a jar lid to opening a doorknob to turning a screwdriver. All of that was super difficult. Lost a lot of strength, a lot of fatigue, a lot of cramping. And I thought I was just going to have to live with that. That's just the way it is. But it wasn't. So, yeah, I guess, you know, partly why I made this video is just to share my story with everyone on my, you know, on my Facebook page and let them know that, you know, you got to keep searching for the right doctor for you. Don't just go to 1, don't go to 2, don't just go to 3. Try half a dozen. You know what I mean? If I would have went with the first few doctors that I encountered, I would have just said, oh, fuck it. Well, my shoulder's fucked up. My biceps fucked up. I guess athletics is over. Martial arts basically is over for me. Boxing is over. Bartending is even going to be shitty for me for the rest of my life. That just wasn't so. So, yeah, I encourage everyone to keep searching, keep looking, try to find the answer that's right for you with your particular injury or your particular health problem. Anyway, that's about it. I know I've been rambling, and I hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to be out of work this whole summer. I got this, like I said, I got this wrist surgery coming up in the other arm, probably in about 4 or 5 weeks, 6 weeks max. By the time I heal up from that and can even do light duty at work, it's probably going to be mid-August, early September. But I'm going to come back as fast as I can. I hope to see you guys soon, and yeah, see you later.